And now for our final program presentation before the break. Gallery 37 from the city of Chicago, we have Lois Weisberg and Cheryl Hughes.
Good morning. We're honored to appear before the Innovation Selection Committee to present Gallery 37. The City of Chicago's Department of Cultural Affairs is an agency of city government that provides a broad range of cultural services to the citizens of Chicago, much the same way that our library provides books, our Streets and Sanitation Department removes garbage, and our policemen and firemen protect our citizens. Based on this philosophy of equality of services with all other city departments and agencies, the Department of Cultural Affairs, with a great deal of help from our sister agencies, created the Gallery 37 program in 1991. Those of us who administer arts agencies at any level of government know that our programs are the first to be refused and the last to be funded. Gallery 37, as a government creation and a government-funded program, sets a tone and gives encouragement and hope to this nation's beleaguered arts community. It demonstrates that the arts are not a frill or icing on the cake, but rather a powerful tool that can be used effectively to address many of the social ills that plague our nation. The problems of youth at risk and jobs for youth are high on this list. Gallery 37 is first and foremost a job training program for high school students that uses the visual and performing arts as a training mechanism. The students, or apprentice artists as they are called, are employed under the JTPA Federal Jobs Training Act and receive a minimum wage. City and private sector dollars are leveraged to pay the other costs of the program. In particular, salaries for apprentice artists who do not meet the federal poverty guidelines. From the beginning, it has been important to us to assure that there would be a mixture of students from every corner of the city working side by side. Providing our youth with an opportunity for exposure to other cultures has been the most vital aspect of Gallery 37's success. The majority of our student employees have never been out of their neighborhoods and have seldom, if ever, ventured into downtown Chicago. Since 1991, 29 city agencies and over 40 local arts agencies have partnered with city government in the design and management of Gallery 37. The program has grown tenfold since its first year, when 250 youths were employed, to 2,500 youth in 1997. From an 8-week summer jobs program to a year-round program in our schools, our parks, and community centers. It employs over 400 professional artists as teachers. Gallery 37 has been replicated in 16 United States cities and in Adelaide, Australia, and London and Birmingham, England. The arts and entertainment industry is a major U.S. employer, requiring individuals with the skills needed to work in graphic studios, advertising agencies, newspapers and magazines, television and radio stations. Training in these disciplines can also be a motivating force leading to many other meaningful jobs, whether it be as a teacher, a government worker, or a corporate leader. Gallery 37 is designed to ensure the integration of skills identified by the United States Department of Labor. It teaches skills that prepare youth for the workforce of the 21st century. Gallery 37 has a woodworking shop, printing presses, textile making machines, video film and silk screening facilities. Our young artists can design a skyscraper, a piece of jewelry, a hat, a scarf, or a walking stick, create fabrics and make paper for books and cards, carve boxes with intricate designs, learn photography, graphic design, and printmaking, use paper mache, clay, sand, wood, and stone to form sculptures, design gardens and entire landscapes, and make benches and pots to fill them. They can write plays and poems, work as journalists or film producers, learn to sing, dance, compose, or play a musical instrument. In order for them to do these things well, we also incorporate the methodology of science, math, reading, and writing. They must learn the principles of drawing a mountain or a human figure. The world of Gallery 37 is vast. It is as diverse as it is unlimited. It can open the mind of a young person to the wonders of the universe. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise.
What has happened in the evaluation reports?
Well, we have records. We've evaluated how the young people interpret the program, how the artists evaluate the apprentices. We know that the young people come back. We've grown from 250 to 2,500. We've also grown by about 100% in the number of kids that apply to the program. So we see that as a really positive return, that the young people want to be a part of Gallery. And that's how we're known in the city to the kids.
Your application says that the students have actually, in the apprentice program, have increased their reading skills a full grade level. Is that correct?
Yes, in 1995, that was that statistics in 1995. We have always done pre and post testing, and in 1995 it did show a 1-year increase in the reading skills.
How did you accomplish that, and why do you think that happened, and can you get it into the schools in Chicago?
Well, we are in the schools. We are in 30 high schools after school, employing a few hundred kids that way. Those of us in the arts community know the reason why the reading scores increase is because children that have arts in their curriculum and arts in their schools test better on every level in every type of testing. And that's why we're fighting so hard to keep the arts in our schools.
So let me be clear about this. So the increase in the reading skills occurred over a school year? They went up a school level, or they went over a summer?
It went over a summer.
Not right?
Yes, I just want to follow up on what you just said. You said you're fighting hard to keep the arts in the schools as part of the regular curriculum.
As part of the regular curriculum, yes. And one of the ways that Chicago has done that is the new CEO and board president of Chicago Public Schools in 1996 invited us into the high schools to start a jobs program after school.
That's after school. I'm really speaking about the regular curriculum. Has maybe the program not had some pressure to remove the arts from the regular curriculum?
No, the Department of Cultural Affairs is working very hard to keep the arts in the curriculum. That's a separate issue. But as a part of that, with the changeover in our schools, we were invited to put Gallery 37 in our public high schools as an after-school program, which we have now had 2 years of experience, and it's leading the way in helping people to understand why it should be in the regular curriculum.
Maybe I should ask then, has there been any effect on continuing arts as part of the regular curriculum, as a part of your program? Has there been either, have you been able to stop the erosion of that?
I think we are making tremendous strides within our public school system. It's become a standard of the state of Illinois. Has passed its standards now that the students are going to have to be tested in the arts. And Gallery 37 is an enormous help in moving in that direction. Yes.
Barbara Roberts.
Can you talk to me about dropout rates? Are students who are participating in Gallery 37 who are still high school students and are not just ready to leave high school, is this keeping them in school, or is this encouraging them to leave because maybe they can earn a living in the arts?
You know, we're just about ready to start looking at the statistics in that manner. We've not done that yet.
The Gallery 37 age range under the Jobs Training Act is 14 to 21 years old. And the students that work for us, many of them, all of them, in fact, this is their first job. This is really their first job. So they are still in high school. They could be 14 or 15. They come back again. We have a high rate of students who come back to Gallery 37.
And that I understood. I was just trying to understand if once they had these skills, they thought of themselves as, I don't need to stay in school, maybe I'll just go.
No, that's not at all what
Okay.
we try to accomplish.
I want to pursue that just for a minute. Do you have a tracking program of any sort to track what happens to these kids versus other kids who are not in the program, so that you can tell about their dropout rates, their crime rates, their going on to college, their job performance? Do you have something in place to measure that?
We haven't answered your question that Cheryl can answer.
We are now developing, we've started to compile all the data that we've had for the last few years. We felt that we needed a few years under our belt before we went into that next level of tracking, because the kids are so young. We needed time to see where they would go.